So an inference is a conclusion based on observation and prior knowledge. So let's write, you said I get 5? All right, 5 it is. The last classes, I've batted 1,000, except for the first period. I went 4 for 5. So let's see. Okay, are you ready, Shelby? I'm going to make an inference, and I need you to let me know whether or not this inference is true. Okay? It's based on some observation and prior knowledge. My first inference is you entered this room through a door. Is that true or false? Okay. Is it okay if I spell through that way? Oh. True. So here's my observation. Shelby's in the classroom. So I have to look around and what methods or what means can she enter this classroom? Well, I look and I see windows and doors. But as I look, I see that none of my windows are broken. So I'm ruling out the windows. And I'm going to say that she entered through one of those doors. I'm not saying which one. You just entered the classroom through the door. And she said that is true. Okay? First one's right. I'm batting 1,000. Second one. At some point this morning, or up until now, at some point you stopped at your locker. Yes. Stopped at locker. Ma'am, I have no idea where your locker is. However, based on some observations and some prior knowledge, I see that Shelby has her binder and books. And I'm thinking, you know, most of you guys don't carry your binders and books with you everywhere you go. You may, but you don't. So where would you put them, especially if it's used for school? I'm thinking it would be in your locker. So I made an observation. You have your binders, books, and materials here. And some prior knowledge is that, hey, students put things in their lockers, so therefore, you stop at your locker. Good? 2 for 2? Number 3. This one might be a little iffy. Number 3. My inference is that you rode in a vehicle to school today. That's a vehicle. So I got that one right. So this inference little do they know that next year they'll be experience the same thing. Shelby rode in a vehicle. How did I come up with this inference? Observation. Was I sitting outside when you pulled up this morning? No, I wasn't. However, I do know that there are not many houses close to the school. There's a few, but not many. I also know that lots of students arrive by the bus, or they have come with a parent or guardian that's dropped them off. I have not seen. You want to park your earth sample, Bill? Yeah. Thanks. Okay. I've not seen many students walking to school. So I made that inference based on observations and prior knowledge. So I kind of know that your generation doesn't like to exert yourselves unless you really, really have to. So you're always looking for a ride to school instead of walking. So that is why this inference, rode in a vehicle, is true. All right, next. You got dressed this morning. Okay. So I got this one right?
Yeah.
All right, good. What? What? I'm hearing a lot of talking. What? I'm doing obvious things. But look, here's how I drove this inference. Shelby's sitting there and she has clothes on. Totally normal. Okay? Now, Miss Shelby, did I watch you get dressed this morning? Woo! If I did, we would have some serious problems. And I didn't. But she's sitting in my classroom with clothes on. So this morning, I'm going to make that conclusion based on observation and prior experiences that she put on clothes before she came to school. And that's all I did, is an inference based on observation and prior experiences. Look at here. I'm 4 for 4. Number 5. Number 5. Shelby, you woke up this morning. Yes? 5 for 5. Again. I'm doing pretty good today on my inferences. I went 5 for 5 on inferences, which are conclusions based on observations and prior knowledge. Shelby, I drew this inference. I came to this conclusion based on these things that I've observed. You are sitting in my class and you're awake. You're not laying there with your head trying to catch some Z's while I'm teaching, not like some other folks in the back who are laying down. All right? So, to me, that tells me you're not tired, so that means I also know that human beings need to rest. So therefore, you went to sleep at some point last night, and you woke up this morning. Just being here means that you woke up. That's another thing. So it's observation and prior knowledge. Observations and inferences. 5 for 5, folks. Come on now, you got to admit, that's pretty good. If I was a gambling man, you'd say that, hey, I can take it where I need to go. Right? Good.